Hi everyone, Debbie and I have decided that we are going to come to you every day over the next 15 days or so, and we're going to bring to you short video clips each day on the steps that you can take to start creating your extraordinary life. And the reason why we're doing this is because these are the exact steps that Debbie and I have taken to start living our extraordinary lives. So today we're going to be talking to you about making a decision.
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. Glad you could be here. Um, gosh, this, like Tina said, this is a series that we're doing, and we want to help you get beyond where you are today, make some decisions. Um, every decision we make today determines our future, whether we realize it today or not. And not making a decision, being undecisive, is a decision, whether you make that decision or not. And if you give up your power of making that decision, you have nobody else to blame in the future. I once felt that I could blame somebody else if I didn't make a decision, but I can't, because that was my decision. And that was a very, very hard thing for me to come to terms with, because I felt that if I gave up that power, well, first of all, I didn't realize I was giving up my power. I didn't realize that's what I was actually doing when I was being undecisive. I thought I was just not making a decision at all. But it's very tricky, because when you don't make a decision, you are making a decision.
That
So
is,
realize that.
that's huge.
It is huge. It was a huge, huge one for me. I could not believe it. I thought, and I can look back over my life today and see how I gave up that power and realize, instead of taking control of a situation, I gave up that power, and I had no wiggle room. I had no reason to complain later about the decision that I went along with, because I didn't make a decision. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you want to tell us about a little bit about some of your recent decisions, Tina?
Yes. So that is the same thing. I had a similar realization recently as well. It wasn't really around decision, but it was around choice, which is the same thing. It's every day we are making choices. We are making choices every minute of every day. So if we don't have the life or the business that we thought we would have by now, then it's because we had made a choice. And that kind of stabbed me in the heart when I heard that, because I was like, really? So I can't blame it on anything else, only myself? And it was like a huge eye opener for me. So now that I realize that, the first step is to realize that the choices or decisions that you made or didn't make got you to where you are today. That is when I was able to think back and say, hey, you know, all these choices and all these decisions that I have made my entire life, by I decided to work a full-time job, build somebody else's dream, which I'm not saying is a bad thing at all. Some people are totally happy and content with that because they don't want the responsibility of anything else, which is perfectly fine. If that's where you are, it's fine. However, for me, I became my job. Like, I became a different person. It wasn't really being who I should have been anymore, because work was taking over my life. Everything was work. If I wasn't at work, I was home on the computer at night and on the weekends. If I wasn't in school part-time at night, I was on the computer working. So it was like, what the heck kind of life did I just build for myself by making these choices to do that. And it wasn't until, something really bad happened in my personal and professional life all at the same time, around the same time, where I said, I do not want this lifestyle anymore. I was happy and content up until that point, until I realized that I became miserable. I didn't want to be around me. Why would anybody else want to be around me? So it was just coming to that realization that these decisions that I've made to be on this journey through life wasn't really where I wanted to be anymore. So I had to make that decision to change that. And that's how I got to where I am today. Otherwise, I would still be in that miserable job. Probably not, because everybody pretty much got laid off. And I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. So it was by me realizing this isn't the lifestyle that I want anymore. It's not the life I want. It's not the job I want. It's not the work that I want to do. I made that decision to change that. And that's why you get to see Debbie and I on here today, because Debbie had a similar situation as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I joined a network marketing company and I did everything that I was told to do. My business was not growing. I worked with my district manager. I worked with my upline. I worked with my downline. Business grew to a point, but I could never change. I could never make the change from face to face, or as they call it, belly to belly. I don't really like that term, but some people call it that. I never could make the change from moving from face to face or in person to online. And I had more online sales in my district, in my area, than anybody else. And I was never happy. And I can't say that I had a lot of sales. I just had more sales online than anybody else because nobody else was pushing anything that way. They weren't trying to get their customers to go that direction. So, and I wanted to move beyond. That was my decision. I wanted to move beyond the face to face. So it was really, really hard for me to take back my power in life and decide to make that decision that I had. Until I learned how to do that, I didn't want to do it anymore. I just got to that point. I just couldn't do it anymore the way that I had been doing it all along, because that wasn't serving me. And if I wasn't happy, and I know I was not happy, so I was like Tina in that respect. I wasn't happy, and I knew I wasn't serving my customers the way they deserved to be served. So my decisions at that time wasn't serving me. So I decided to take a step back, and then I came to the point that I felt stuck because I wasn't moving forward, and that's a whole different video. But we have to learn how to take back our power. And that's what this series that Tina and I are doing now is, helping you to take back your power and make the decisions, even the hard decisions that you need to make to build the life that you want, so that you can live the life that you want.
I love that. Thank you for that, Debbie.
You're welcome.
I know, I mean, we were on different paths and stuff, and it's good to see those different perspectives. I hope we were able to, get a connection with some of you today. And I'm excited to see where this next 15 days is going to go. And I hope that you'll follow our videos. And we, like I said before, we'll be posting a video each day around the same time. So come back, and if you have any questions about anything we go over, just let us know. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about letting go of the past, because our past does not define our future, and that's important too. So until then, we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye for now.